So Trey, word on the street is it's time for a new racket. So what are you using right now?
Using the EZONE 98, I've got 4 grams of lead tape in the hoop.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily time. I like what this does for me. The one thing I think I'm missing is, like, say I'm playing a weaker one-hander and I just want to really hit heavy topspin high to his backhand. Like, I can't modulate spin as well with this thing. It's got me searching.
So Trey's tried a couple of different rackets already. He's narrowed down the search, and in today's video we're going to do our best to help him find the one. The candidates are the RF01 Pro. So this one's going to be a little bit of a step up in weight for you, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We all know I'm a huge fan of heavy boys. We've got the Racquet's Pure Aero 98. A little bit stiffer, but been to Trey's house, he has much workout equipment all over the place. The man is jacked. I don't think he's gonna have big tennis elbow issues here because he does take care of himself pretty well. And then the 100D. I don't think much needs to be said about the 100D other than you can rip giant forehands with it. So this trip down to Austin to visit our good friends Trey and Kyle at Winners Only is brought to you by our other good friends in Texas, and that's Direct Tennis. So if you're looking to get your racket strong, or if you're a stringer looking to expand your customer base, Direct Tennis is the place to go. Help us thank Direct Tennis by checking out the links in the description below to the iOS store to download their app or check out their website. Thanks so much to Direct Tennis for sponsoring this video. You've been warming up with your own EZONE 98. Yeah. I think we should next go to the Roger.
Okay. If I had to guess, I have the least chance of wanting to switch to this one.
Yeah.
I really like the Pure Aero. I really like the Yonex 100D. This one I like, but it doesn't seem as versatile.
Yeah, so let's hit a couple, and I want to see you find that loop to Simon.
Okay. I mean, those are high, spinny balls.
They're high, but they're not penetrating. See if you can relax that wrist. That's better.
There it is.
So the RF01 Pro is a foam-filled frame. It is one of the first Wilson rackets to be foam-filled, especially of recent memory. It's got a super dense 16x19 pattern, but it is a variable string bed, so it's tighter in the middle and more open around the outside.
Does that mean you have to be a better ball striker?
It means you'll get a lot of control if you find the middle, but a little more forgiveness if you find the outside.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Some people have felt that that leads to an inconsistent string bed. I think if you just know what you're getting into, it's pretty predictable.
I mean, I like the way this one feels.
Yeah. Initial impressions.
I mean, I'm hitting heavy topspin to...
Yeah. Does it feel natural to hit the heavy topspin, or do you feel like you're forcing it?
It feels natural, but like you said, I don't feel like I can hit through it as well.
Right.
Another thing is,
it doesn't look like you're quite stepping in the same way, or like getting your weight forward.
The serve matters to me a lot too.
Yeah.
And this just feels like it's a little heavy.
Oh yeah.
In terms of what I'm used to and being able to really rip it.
Okay.
Let it go.
Well, let's move on.
Cool.
Let's hit the Alcaraz.
Okay.
So
my initial impressions from this one, like the balance feels perfect on this thing. Like just picking this thing up. I love the balance.
There's a swing feel to that thing, which really, like, I think helps you find that contact point out in front, which I think when you're hitting your best forehand, that's where you find it.
Yeah.
Bias viewers, same strings on this one as his EZONE, so maybe that's
also a fresh string job.
Yeah.
That Roger is ALU power, and it came with the wrapper, the demo, so it's like brand new.
Okay.
That one, I don't even know what strings those are.
I think it was Poly Tour Rev, yeah.
Okay.
Poly Tour Rev's close to Toraline. Yeah, immediately your racket head speed way more confident. I think we are already ruling this Roger out personally.
Yeah.
That was nice. Let's find some spin here. Here. So this is kind of what I mean when I say that I know a lot of people find that this Aero 98 is a spin racket because it's part of the Aero line, but the way it flattens out balls, it just crushes them. It's like unlike almost any other racket, the way you can just hit through it and be clean.
Right.
So see if you can find that kind of looping spin you want, because now we already know that you can pound it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Hey.
That's good deep backhand. Thoughts?
I mean, it feels amazing.
Yeah. Like, what about it feels amazing to you?
I just think it's hard for me to describe, but the swing, like you were saying, the swing feel. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just confident swinging this, where the Roger was a little too heavy for me.
Yeah.
And I felt like I couldn't really swing through the ball.
Like, it looks easy.
Yeah.
Like, you picked it up, it was like right away, you were finding confidence.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Also, I tried this thing in a match, literally the first time I got it.
Yeah.
It's a tank on the serves.
It's a tank.
Which matters to me a lot. I'm gonna hit one. See how it feels. Oh, missed it, but yeah. I like this one.
Last up, 100D. Carousel. Do you need to say more than that?
You don't need to say more than that. Tell me why. So I've played with this one more than any of the other three.
Yeah.
I really, really like this one. And I feel like it's because I can choose the shot easier than the other, and it does what I think it's gonna do. Like, I can control direction, I can control spin. It's not as powerful as those two, in my opinion. Those two.
It's much softer frame. The other two are quite stiff. So the energy return's not gonna be as efficient. All of them are in a pretty similar swing weight range, 320, 325. And so the two main things that dictate what makes a racket powerful is how fast you can swing it. It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Number two is how high the swing weight is. So if you can swing two rackets equally fast, but one has a higher swing weight, that will be a harder ball. And then beyond that, the stiffness and the beam design just kind of is more about how efficient that energy transfer is going to be from your racket back into the ball.
Okay.
So a little less efficient with this one because it is a bit softer. It's still not like a noodle frame, and I don't recommend noodles to anyone who is trying to win matches, which is important to your channel. Earlier today I saw you hit, well, against me, you crushed some curling angle forehands that were just devastating to my confidence. So let's see if you can find those again.
Okay. Hey. Oh,
That's huge.
I feel like I can really, something about this racket, I feel like I can let it just fall a little bit more.
That's huge. Like, that's what I think is an absolute necessary criteria to anyone who's looking for a new racket, especially on the forehand. If the forehand is something that you use to win points, which is probably your second biggest weapon for finding points, is finding how that relaxed position in the racket drop. So you're just are letting the racket do the work and the arm coming through the ball.
Yeah, and I can do that more with any other racket that I've used with this one.
Yeah.
Just kind of let it whip.
So let's see the number one weapon.
All right. Is this a big serving racket or no? I feel like I serve decent with it, but not amazing.
I don't think, like, for your serve, I don't think you need to, especially, like, obviously more power would be good, but power is not what you're looking for. More power is not what you're looking for out of every serve. You want to hit your spots.
That's what's big on my serve right now, is I can't really hit my spots. I'd love to be able to go wide, go middle, instead of just like hit and hope.
Yeah. So go for just like an 80%er and see if you can find those spots.
Okay. Missed it. All right, we're going smooth, wide here. Take it wide. It's not bad. Now, flat down the tee.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Pretty similar to my EZONE, maybe a little bit less
snap.
Oomph.
Yeah. He has added some weight, a little bit of weight to his EZONE, so that's gonna, especially on the serve, gonna give you a little more power.
If I went with this, would you recommend adding weight?
I always like to get it measured first. Like, theoretically, Yonex is pretty good with their quality control, so in theory, this should be coming in around 320, 325, which for someone in your physical condition, I think you are able to add more if you want, if you're finding that's helpful for your game.
Yeah.
Ideally, the reason that I like to add weight is because you don't have to swing as fast on every shot to get the same amount of power.
Okay.
And that helps with consistency. It's really hard to regularly hit 100% effort.
I do like to hit, I like to swing hard.
Yeah, but if you go a little higher swing weight, hit 80% effort, it's going to be a lot more consistent. You're not going to get the full amount of power as 100% swing effort, but it'll be somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And especially at the recreational level, but even well into the pros, consistency is the name of the game.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think the next steps for Trey, we're not going to be able to solve this problem today. Rackets is more than just a 15-minute hit for a video, but I think from what you've said to me with this one giving you this kind of freedom, I'm leaning more towards that one over the Aero.
I think I'm going to keep toying with this thing.
Yeah, keep toying with it. If you could get it strung with your normal setup, that would be good. And if you want a consultation like Trey, we've got links in the description below to our racket consultation through our online store. Wish Trey luck on his journey to become the greatest Grand Slam champion of all time.
Yeah, we'll be in Aussie Open 2027 is the goal.
Thanks for having me at your place.
Absolutely. This has been a great weekend with TennCom. It's my dream collaboration. They were our first commenter, and so this has been awesome.